My first expedition ever hunting with my family. Off and on today, you got that eerie quiet that you get in the woods where nothing's moving, no wind, no leaves are rustling, not even the crickets are chirping, it's just dead silence. Directly behind where our tent was set up at, there was a tall, shadowy figure standing there. It was brown, very long, stringy hair, but thick, eyes very piercing. It was like he never wanted to break eye contact. That next morning when I got up, less than 10 yards in front of us, there stood the same figure and just started breaking lances off, throwing stuff towards our camp, and then just let out loud, and then it just stopped. And it was dead silence. I don't know how we did it, but we packed an entire hunting camp for 16 people in less than 20 minutes.
Dude, that's the best thing I've heard in a long time. Dude, that's awesome.
Bobo and I are on our way to meet with Richard. He was the witness from the town hall meeting that had so many incidents near where we've got camp set up on the edge of this deer preserve. I wanted to check out this story because these incidents where Sasquatch is being very confrontational, especially with a group of people at a camp, well, maybe that Sasquatch is more prone to coming exposing itself.
This is the sticks, man.
Yes, it is. This is a home away from home for me.
All right.
So run us through what happened.
Well, we were camping here, just family fun, enjoying getting to hunt in the woods, spend time with family. But the third morning we were here, got up and started stretching, and this ginormous, hairy, man-like figure standing there, just broad shoulders, just staring me down, and this loud scream. Just bent over to grabbing rocks and throwing rocks, ripping tree limbs down, and then took off across the road and up into the woods.
And then what happened with the rest of the people in the camp right after?
My brother had gotten up and seen it. He told me we're packing up and we're leaving now.
Wow. Okay, so just right there, them little trees.
Yes.
So when Rich said this is the spot, I thought, God, is this guy BSing us? I mean, there's no creek right here. It's way down the hill. Then I saw Matt just doing that moneymaker look when he doesn't believe somebody. And then the more he explained himself, the more the story made sense. And I was like, okay, I see where he's coming from. So right here, Rich?
Right there.
So it bent down, picked up a rock, and it threw it kind of
Came around and just,
like a wind-up?
yes.
I can't throw it that far. I got a decent arm, too. All right, so I'm gonna raise my hand. Tell me to stop when you think I'm near the top of the head.
You're coming about the shoulders right now.
So that is, so the
Probably
top of the
about-
head was at least 9 foot, you're saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna spread my hands and tell me when to stop for the right width of the shoulders.
Right there.
That's it?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna head back over to you guys.
When Bobo did his recreation, and the guy was talking about how tall it was, but its shoulders were only this wide, of course, that was a red flag to me because he had just told us a moment before how big and broad it was. Yeah, it's possible for a Sasquatch to have a head this wide and then shoulders only that wide, but it isn't very common. They're characterized, again, by big, wide shoulders. If I had to guess one way or another whether this story is legit, I'm leaning toward it's not, or it's so heavily embellished that we just can't consider any of it at all.